Yes, it's a bummer Chicago Fire is losing another cast member, but the project the actor has lined up is one of my most anticipated adaptations. You know what they say, when one door closes, another one opens. Well, that's exactly what's happening for Chicago Fire's Michael Bradway. The actor is officially not returning for season 14 of NBC's hit first responder drama, which is a big bummer. However, on the same day this news broke, it was also announced that he'd be playing an important role in an upcoming book-to-screen adaptation that's at the top of my most anticipated list. Michael Bradway has been added to the list of actors not returning to Chicago Fire. Michael Bradway joined Chicago Fire in season 12 as Severide's half-brother, Jack Damon, and he starred in 17 episodes across seasons 12 and 13. However, following that run, TV Line confirmed that he won't be back for season 14, which will premiere this fall on the 2025 TV schedule. What makes this news even more of a downer is that it marks the show's third big exit in a short span of time. Before this, it was announced that Daniel Keary and Jake Lockett wouldn't be back as Darren Ritter and Sam Carver. And when Lockett reflected on his departure, he wrote about how uncertain the future is and that he was going to miss the hell out of this work. In the case of Bradway, this departure is a little easier to take because producers have reportedly said there's a chance he could reprise his role in the NBC series. However, there's another reason I'm not taking this update too hard, and it has to do with a new romance series he's starring in on Amazon. Michael Bradway landed a major supporting role in the adaptation of Every Summer After, and I can't wait. This report about Bradway's Chicago Fire exit didn't cite a reason. However, there's no denying the serendipitous timing of it all. On the same day, it was announced that he'd be playing Charlie Florek in the adaptation of Carly Fortune's bestseller, Every Summer After. The series, which is being renamed Every Year After, and will eventually be available with an Amazon Prime subscription, is based on a best-selling romance novel. And Bradway will play the older brother of the main male lead. The story will follow Sam and Percy across years of friendship as they grow up next door to each other while spending their summers in Barry's Bay. If the show follows the book, there's a big issue that makes Sam and Percy not talk for years until a tragic development brings them back together. So all this, along with a recent update about Amy B. Harris signing on as showrunner, was known. However, on July 17, Bradway was cast as the ever-flirtatious Charlie, which you can see the Charlie-coded way he announced this news in the Instagram story below. Along with him, Fortune revealed the show's leads. Sadie Soverall will play Percy and Matt Cornett will play Sam. This alone is thrilling because I adore Every Summer After. It's the ultimate beach read, and I've been dying to see the immaculate lake vibes and incredible romance on screen. Now it's happening, they're in production, and I literally can't wait. However, the excitement, specifically where Bradway is concerned, doesn't stop there. If Every Year After is a success, my dream is that they'll continue the story by adapting Fortune's book One Golden Summer, which is all about Charlie finding love. On the whole, it seems like this series will give Michael Bradway a bigger role than he had in Chicago Fire, and I know fans can't wait to see his take on the beloved Charlie. However, as always, change is hard, and he'll be missed on the NBC drama. But remember, as I said at the start, when one door closes, another opens. And this door, Michael Bradway's about to go through enters into a sunny, summery, and very exciting Firehouse 51 has seen its share of change over the years. Beloved characters have come and gone, leaving fans both heartbroken and hopeful. But today's news might be one of the most bittersweet headlines in Chicago Fire history. It's official. Another longtime cast member is leaving the series. And while fans are grappling with the loss, there's a surprising silver lining. The actor's next move is tied to one of the most hotly anticipated adaptations in recent years. After months of whispers, today NBC confirmed that Alberto Rosend, who plays firefighter Blake Gallo, will be exiting Chicago Fire at the start of the upcoming season. The actor, who joined the series in Season 8 and quickly became a fan favorite, is departing to pursue a new opportunity that already has the internet buzzing. He's been cast in the leading role for the upcoming streaming adaptation of Red Rising, the best-selling sci-fi series by Pierce Brown. Yes, you read that right. Gallo's goodbye is Darrow's hello. Saying goodbye to Gallo. Alberto Rosend first entered the Chicago Fire universe with an earnest smile, fiery energy, and a backstory that tugged on viewers' hearts. As Blake Gallo, a young and passionate firefighter who joined Truck 81 after the loss of Otis, Rosend brought youthful enthusiasm and heart to a firehouse still healing. Over the seasons, we watched Gallo mature, take risks, fall in and out of love, and bond tightly with his fellow firefighters. His character's departure won't be an explosive finale like some past characters have received, but rather a natural, emotional transition. According to showrunner Andrea Newman, we knew Alberto's time with us was coming to an end, and we wanted to give Gallo a send-off that reflects his growth. His exit will feel earned. It's a culmination of everything he's built at 51, and a leap towards something new. The news hit fans hard. Social media lit up with tributes, memes, and emotional posts. Gallo was the heart of the team, one fan wrote on Twitter. Losing him feels like losing Otis all over again. Another fan added, but if he's really going to be Darrow, then okay, I'll allow it. From Firehouse 51 to the far future, Rosend's next project is nothing short of ambitious. He's been cast as Darrow of Lycos, the iron-willed protagonist of Red Rising, a series that's been waiting for a screen adaptation since its first novel exploded onto bestseller lists in 2014. The series blends dystopia, mythology, rebellion, and space opera into a thrilling saga, and Rosend's new role will demand more intensity than ever. Pierce Brown's Red Rising follows Darrow, a low-born red miner living beneath the surface of Mars, who infiltrates the elite ruling class, known as the Ghouls, after a personal tragedy and becomes a revolutionary force. It's a dark, layered epic, and fans have been extremely vocal about who they envision for the role. Initially, Rosend's casting came as a shock to many. He wasn't the typical fan-casted Darrow, but once early screen tests leaked, in true Rebel fashion, the tide began to turn. He's got the intensity, the fire, and the vulnerability that Darrow needs, said showrunner Maggie Kiley. Alberto brings a unique humanity to the role, and we knew the moment he auditioned, it was his. Why it matters. Rosend leaving Chicago Fire isn't just another actor jumping shows. It signals a bold career leap and a major opportunity. While network procedurals like Chicago Fire offer consistency and loyal viewership, jumping into a high-budget genre adaptation like Red Rising carries both risk and enormous potential. And it couldn't come at a better time. With shows like House of the Dragon and The Boys pulling in prestige-level buzz, streaming networks are in a full-fledged race to find the next breakout sci-fi/fantasy hit. The platform producing Red Rising, rumored to be Amazon Prime, is reportedly investing over $100 million into the first season. Rosend, with his theater roots and emotional depth, seems poised to redefine himself entirely. Gone are the days of firehouse flirtations and engine repairs. Soon we'll be seeing him lead armies, fly starships, and recite battle cries. Cast and crew react. In a heartfelt Instagram post, Chicago Fire co-star Daniel Keary Ritter shared a photo of himself and Rosend in between takes, writing, "Brotherhood doesn't end when the camera cuts. Callow and Ritter may be splitting paths, but me and Alberto, that bond's forever. Go conquer the stars, my man." Hashtag Ridge Rising hashtag from 51 to Mars. Miranda Ray Mayo, Stella Kid, echoed the sentiment, posting a behind-the-scenes video from one of their first scenes together. "He made me laugh so hard during this take I almost dropped the hose. Thank you for your light, Alberto. Can't wait to see you burn the golds down."